Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. Another amazing morning. A little bit windy, but still beautiful. I want to bring this idea of, did you see that? That was so amazing. Okay, this idea of weight. Of course, energy speak. Could be physical as well. Why not? But yesterday I made a short saying, release the weight, drop these sandbags, because the universe is providing this energetic wave where we can surf it, we can ride it, and it's very organical, it's very natural, but we can't just surf it with all this baggage. And today I'm sitting down, I'm doing my own work, and few things came up and I'm like, yes, because it's so easy, right? It's so easy to say, oh, just drop the weight, release, trim, cut, let go, forgive. But we all know it's not that easy. And so I want to expand on that a little bit more. Welcome, my name is Anka. I do energy work. I started with individuals, and now it seems like I'm working a lot more with cosmic energy, and doing collective healing is really my focus, my passion. And so this weight, we have to also understand, when we talk like that, we have to place ourselves in a heightened state of awareness, because otherwise it's harder to understand. So I invite you to relax your whole body. Take a deep breath in, let go, maybe release with a sigh. Ground your hips, but let your spine float. Allow yourself to be flexible. Expand with your breath. On your exhale, release the tension out of your body. And just after a few breaths, maybe you can start becoming present with that weight that I'm talking about. And so when you connect with me, it's a lot easier to be on the same wavelength. The words become more symbolic. They are not, so fixed. And it's a lot easier to get the fuller message. Okay. So what came up for me this morning as I was reflecting on my own advice, I swear these videos are really for me. They're not really for you, because they stay with me and I get to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And so when I think of weight, we're creating a relationship with these concepts, any concepts, right? And the manifestation, our relationships, our situations that happen within our lives, they are truly just the manifestation of the relationships that we have on the inside with concepts and ideas. And then the next level, when we have a strong attachment to a certain idea or concept, and we create a belief system from that attachment, we give it so much weight. We put our own power from within us to this idea, and from that connection and power, that belief anchors it in this reality, creating reality, creating materialism, right? Creating a density that that's the translation, right? From ideas, concepts, the emotional aspect, the attachment to form, physical form. And so when we are trying to work and release and forgive, undo, untangle something, we also need to go back to that origination and think, okay, what is my relationship to this? And that is truly the beginning of the healing, because it's so easy, right? Giving advice like that, yeah, you need to forgive this person. How easy is that, right? For somebody to say that to you. When you are in that situation, forgiveness is not something that you can just do. If we could just forgive, we would have, right? Because it would have been easy. We could have forgiven and move on with our lives. But we're still here dealing with certain issues, and we fully understand that it's for me to forgive and it's for my benefit, it's for my release. And yet it is so difficult to do that. So what I'm presenting today is maybe going beyond that, because once you look at the definitions, these relationships you have with certain concepts, then the forgiveness is like a ripeness. You have fully ripened and matured these concepts, and then the forgiveness can melt away because it is no longer needed. And so the weight is just, and it is, it is just, is redefining relationships to your belief systems, to these attachment to morality, right? Morality is very personal. It is very relative. And once we allow ourselves the time and space to sit long enough with these concepts that we can untangle, then it will release. I'm trying to give you an example, and now I'm like, well, instead of me trying to project and guess what you're going through, I'm just going to use myself as an example. Because what came up for me with this whole thing, right? I have to do the work. So I'm sitting there. It's like, okay, what is my weight? What and where in my body is this weight? And I'm still dealing with this concept of being somebody, right? Because my identity has been stripped so much that it's I don't even know who I am. And on days, let's say that they're kind of low, right? I'm not riding high and I'm not part of the wave. I'm still coming back to the singular, the individual. I still have these moments where it's like, oh, but who am I? What am I doing with my life? Like, but what is my job exactly? You know, because when you do those drop downs in certain applications, they don't have cosmic energy healer or something like that, you know, translator of cosmic energies. And this ego persona has still trouble, right, with what's my role, what's my title, what am I doing? And that came very clear for me. So I got to sit with myself with that relationship, right? Whom is that relationship is important, right? When I go and introduce myself in new circles, who cares within me? Who, how do I present myself as, right? And yes, it is. It is very clear that there is still a desire to have some words that are acceptable, right? Like a title that is more acceptable within the society. But as soon as I move beyond that, I start to see the loosening of that need. I don't have to even apply any pressure for me to loosen that relationship. I can just observe it loosen, right? Because I'm stepping into a much more authentic me, where the identity of I have to be somebody with a title is in front of me. I am not that person. That person is here. And now the person that I am, which is much bigger, gets to literally loosen the grip on this attachment that I need to be somebody with the title. I can just let that go. And all of a sudden, I can say, it's okay that I don't know. It's okay that I don't have a title that is part of a drop down in a standard occupation in society as it is right now. I'm okay with that. And the more we can bring that energy into the present moment, into our body, and normalize the I don't know, I don't I don't know, I don't it's okay. I don't want to say I don't care, but it's pretty much like that. I don't really care because I can feel who I am, and I don't need to have an attachment. I can be fluid, right? Like, who says that my title is one title and I have to stick with that title, right? Like this project manager title or whatever, it's like I can be a project manager for the first half hour of my day, and then I can be my CEO, and then I can be the wife because I'm talking to my husband the next minute, and then I can be the creator the next minute, and I can be whatever I want to be the next moment, the present moment, in 500 moments, you know? And all of a sudden, see, just talking about it. So if you don't want to talk about it, write about it. That's such a powerful technique to just start with this one concept. I literally wrote down, what weight do I need to let go of? And without hesitation, the next sentence was being someone with a title. And as I'm sitting here with that idea, I got to loosen it just from, I don't know. Let me observe further. Let me explore further. It will unfold for me. I don't even have to do anything. I just have to be present with me and watch it loosen. And we don't have to completely sever it or let go of it. Like, even having that flexibility, because I think a lot of the times when we go into that mode of black and white and we say, no, I really want to get rid of something like that, the resistance is very high. And the ego many times goes in a hard defense mode. It's a lot harder to work with things when it's like that strong. So many times it's like, I just want to loosen the attachment. I just want to go into better. It doesn't have to be 100%. Can I start with 10%? Can I go to 15? And move wherever and how far it wants to take me in one session, let's say. And what ends up happening when I don't have a goal, I start very small and I end up with 200%. You know what I mean? Just because I have no attachment. I flow with such an ease, and that flexibility gives me way more without my ego needing to kick in, because everything is at ease within me. And so here we are. I hope that this was of benefit to you, working with weight in so many instances. This is such a great way to work through something. And so happy integrating, happy releasing the weight. And I'm sending you love and strength till the next one.